Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never, ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Chainlink analysis video. On today's agenda, we will first be starting off with that Mango dashboard, and then I'll be moving on over to the charts. A quick heads up, Sean is in the middle of a live stream. He'll likely be done by the time I end up publishing this video, but I will be linking the live stream above. I totally suggest everyone actually go ahead and catch those live streams, because it's not just chart analysis that Sean dabbles in, but it is also he gives you guys some really good nuggets on trading psychology, trading wisdom, and in fact how we personally look at certain charts and certain trade setups at first glance. You guys get some direct perspective into how we look at the charts. Okay, so I definitely suggest catching those live streams, and if you cannot catch those live streams, then I'll be linking it above in all my daily videos. Alrighty, now with that said, let's get into the dashboard. Now I want you to notice what's happening here. Okay, I'm currently on the daily time frame on the Mango dashboard, and now I've gone ahead and filtered out all the USDT pairings. Okay, that's the first thing I did, and then I filter out by margin, so all the coins that you can trade on margin. Alrighty, and then I've gone ahead and filtered out the top returns on this list. Okay, so now these are the top returns. If you caught a short on, say, Filecoin 19 days ago when the dashboard was set off, and yes, you can catch a short on this because Filecoin is something you can trade on margin. If you caught that short position, you are up 117% on that trade. Okay, in fact, many of these downtrends actually came to us. This one came in 20 days ago, right? Filecoin. Ontology came in 9 days ago. Tron came in 12. IOST came in 15 days ago, BNB came in 10 days ago, so on and so forth. But what I want to drive in here is the fact that the bears are in control still. Okay, and is that a bad thing? No, it's not. Because look at these gains, guys. For those of you who actually caught short positions and you actually switched as soon as the market gave you additional information on what's happening and who's taking over, if you switched on time, there were gains to be made on the other side of the market as well. Okay, so it doesn't really pay anyone to get too tunnel visioned on one side. Okay, it doesn't pay anyone to get too biased and just fixate on one side of the trade. All right, there's always two sides, and there's money to be made on both sides. But right now, what's the main point of this is that the bears are still very much in control. Okay, for the bulls to take over from here, I'll be looking for those 4-hour uptrends to actually go off. Now, with that said, let's get on over to the 4-hour time frame. Now I'm going to go ahead and filter out a link from this list. Okay, we're not going to say margin, all pairings. Okay, cool. So now we have Link USDT here as well as Link BTC. Now we know that Link also took a dump to the downside alongside Bitcoin. When Bitcoin took its dump, we saw many of the altcoins follow suit. Link was not an outlier in this case. Now Link USDT, guys, is still neutral on the 4-hour time frame as well as Link BTC. In order for us to actually see the bulls take over from here, okay, if we want to see that uptrend being established once again, this trend right here needs to flip long. That is going to be our first sign in that the bulls are about to start taking over. Okay, at which point, now that's only one time frame, right? That's only the 4-hour time frame. And usually when it comes to trends, they start from your minor time frames and then it works its way up on over to the higher time frames. So it starts from 4-hour, 12-hour, daily, so on and so forth. Okay, so the 4-hour is still neutral and the 12-hour is also likely neutral. Okay, so for this to really start taking a turn, I'll be looking for a Link USDT as well as Link BTC to start switching long. Okay, at which point I'll be panning on over to my 12-hour time frame to see if this is giving me a long trend signal. Now, as soon as I get that, that's when I'll start looking for bullish trade setups on Link. But before then, I'm saying that the bears are still very much in control even here. Now, with that said, let's quickly get on over to the charts and see what Chainlink is really up to. Now, here we are, Chainlink USDT on the weekly time frame, right? Now, this is what I was telling you guys about, and that Chainlink as well has lost that weekly uptrend. Bitcoin lost its weekly uptrend, and Bitcoin losing its weekly uptrend actually caused many of the altcoins to follow suit. Okay, many of the altcoins have also lost that weekly macro uptrend that it had been in now since last year, I believe. Now take Chainlink, for example. Chainlink has been maintaining an uptrend ever since this region right here, okay, April of 2020. Let that sink in. This is the first time that we have actually lost that weekly 21 EMA ever since then. All right, this had massive, massive bearish implications. Now we lost it. We saw price get all the way down to that next region of support that came in at $19, only for price to get picked back up. But what I want you to notice here is how volatile this dump was. Now this candle alone, minus the wicks, was 51%. Now when you see volatility like this on the candle, okay, you can expect the same volatility on the opposite direction. Alrighty, so yes, we saw the 51% dump, but we also saw a very, very nice pickup by the bulls on that $19 region. Now, for those of you who actually played the Ranger, okay, this candle alone, from this region of support to that next region of resistance, which came in at $34, that was a good 73% to the upside. 73%. And I know that a lot of people were getting bullish. Hell, I was getting called out on some of my bearish analysis because I said, hey, I'm bearish. I'm going to be looking for short trades only. And this is why. Yes, you're going to see these crazy rallies to the upside, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the rally is good enough to take back that weekly structure that we just lost. Okay, in order for things to really take a turn from here, we need to put in a series of higher highs and higher lows. Okay, as soon as we see this, that is going to be our first tip in that the bulls have taken over. Okay, that is the bullish structure that we are looking for. Now, as far as Chainlink goes in this particular juncture, I think that if we close this weekly candle underneath that 21 EMA once again, that is going to be our confirmation. Okay, at which point I'll be looking for Chainlink to come down further. Now, I want you to bear in mind that we have this $25 region right here. Okay, now this $25 region is actually the midpoint of the current prevailing zone of price action. Okay, the current zone that we're in is from $34 going all the way down to $19. The midpoint comes in at 25. Now, I've been marking out these midpoints because I've noticed that it's usually a good sort of gauge on whether or not price could see continuation to the upside or to the downside. Okay, so if we close this weekly candle over the midpoint, I'm saying we're likely to have another test of the Tenkin, or hell, even this region of resistance that comes in at $34, right? However, if we close underneath $25, I'm saying further down we go all the way back down to $19. Always going to be an if this then that. It's always good to keep an open view on what price action could very well be doing, because this is ultimately all information on the chart, and we get paid to play what information we have in front of us. Okay, there is no point in keeping biases and actually getting married to the chart. Absolutely no point. Now, this is Chainlink on the weekly time frame. I think the bears are in control for as long as the bulls don't take back that weekly structure. Very, very simple. Keep it simple, keep it mango. Right, so now this is the weekly. How about the daily time frame? Chainlink on the daily, and there you go. Like, this was such a beautiful short. Jesus. Okay, so now on the weekly time frame, we saw that we got up to the this region of resistance, right? $34. We also had the Tenkin up there, right? And I believe it was the Kijun, right? Just bear with me for 1 second. And yes, sorry, we had the Tenkin as well as that $34 region, just squished up in that little range. Now on the daily time frame, notice what we have here. We have cloud resistance, right? We have the horizontal that came in at $34, as well as the freaking daily 21 EMA, daily Tenkin, and daily Kijun. Look at the confluence. When you see confluence like that, guys, that is an amazing, amazing trade setup. Because even if you took a short, okay, and price closed over that region, you know when you're wrong very fast, right? You know that, okay, you've been invalidated on that trade. Price has taken out all 4 regions of resistance overhead, right? Now, we did get rejected off of that amazing, amazing region of resistance. Price has officially come down to give the bottom of the cloud an official test. Now, this trade alone, for those of you who actually managed to catch this short position, that was a good 18% to the downside. 18% in the bag. There you go. So I think this is... Chainlink's chart is so neat. This is what I mean. It's so neat. I think the range traders at this point are the ones being rewarded. Okay, anyone willing to play the ranges, because I mean, if you played the range from this region of support all the way to the top. That was 82%. If you managed to actually catch a short here and played it to, at the very least, the bottom of the cloud, right? That's another 20% in the bag. So it's really the range traders that are being rewarded in this entire juncture right now. And also notice how the cloud is officially turned red there. Okay, price is living inside the cloud and we're living underneath all major regions of support. The 21 EMA, Tenkin, Kijun, as well as cloud resistance. Okay, as well as the $34 region. I'm saying that if we lose $25 to the downside, further down we go. How about the 4-hour time frame? What are we doing on the 4-hour? Okay, so the 4-hour has officially lost its structure that it set in earlier, okay, giving us that 81% move to the upside. So price got up to that region of resistance overhead. We failed to close over, failed to get a confirmation. And when I say confirmation, this is why Sean and I also look for consecutive candle body closes, because sometimes you'll find a candle close over, yes, only for the next one to close back inside, essentially faking us out there. So we closed underneath only for us to see continuation to the downside, as well as we have lost cloud support, as well as the 21 EMA, as well as the Kijun, as well as the Tenkin. So we lost all 4 levels. I think this is likely going to see continuation to the downside, at the very least $25. Okay, $25 is the next point of support on the book. If we start losing $25 to the downside, then watch out. $18, $19, here we come. Now this is Link USDT. I think that the bears are in control even of the lower time frames. And remember about trends, right? The trend first starts from the lower time frames and then cascades on over to the higher time frames. Chainlink is not going to be an outlier in that rule either. Now this is Link USDT. How about Link BTC? Now here we have Chainlink BTC on the weekly time frame. The cloud is still red. The Kijun is over the Tenkin, which is our bearish crossover setup. However, I want you to notice the structure here, right? Also notice how I had this W like plotted out for you, which did not work out. As far as patterns are concerned, guys, if you see a break like this, okay, and price does not meet its measured move, and we break back down into the pattern, thus losing that neckline once again, you guys need to understand that this pattern now has been negated. Okay, this pattern is no longer at play. Now, price did lose it to the downside. However, I want you to notice the structure on here. We have a high, a higher high, low, higher low, higher low. Okay, so the bulls are trying to get a revival of sorts on the Bitcoin chart. However, I think basic market conditions are still bearish, right? If you look at all the USDT charts, the basic market conditions are still bearish. So I will not be taking a bullish trade on Chainlink BTC based on a bearish premise. All right, when I say a bearish premise, the premise being that I am essentially betting that Bitcoin drops faster than Chainlink. That is the bearish premise. And my entire trade will be hinged, my entire bullish trade will be hinged on that bearish premise. And that is not something I want to do. So far, I think it's, yes, you know, we're maintaining the structure of sorts, but as soon as Chainlink USDT actually starts showing strength on its chart, only then will I really be comfortable taking a long position on Chainlink BTC. As far as the technicals are concerned, I think that Chainlink is currently hovering underneath a region of resistance, which comes in right here. Okay, 79,695 sats. If we start closing underneath, I'm saying further down, we come likely going to give that Tenkin 21 another official test. Okay, we start breaking the Tenkin 21 to the downside, then I'm saying likely going to come all the way down to 52,700 sats. All right, it's always going to be an if this then that. I give you these points of support and resistance so that you too may have regions of reference on your chart. Alrighty, so far, Chainlink USDT, I think that the bears are in control. The range traders, anyone willing to play the range on either side of the market are the ones being rewarded at this particular juncture. Chainlink BTC, structure is looking bullish, but the true bullishness on this chart is going to come in as soon as the bulls actually start picking up Link USDT as well. Alrighty, now this is all I have to say about Chainlink. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. With this, guys, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao.